Hello YouTube, I'm this guy. I'm going to bring you guys a real talk video. Real talk, I want to be, a platform for other people watching my channel here. You guys want to Skype with me or Hangout, Google Hangout, talk, discuss cards with me. I think it's going to be super fun. I'm really excited about this. I already have a couple of people that want to discuss things with me, make videos on it, so I'm going to use this as a way to do so. Next episode will be about Fireball. A buddy of mine and his buddy wants to talk to me, make a video, try to discuss this Fireball card, what should be done with it. They think it should be eroded. I think it shouldn't be touched, and because they're probably thinking I'm crazy, well, I think it's crazy to even erode a card like Firewall, but we'll get into that on the next episode. But I wanted to talk about the format by myself solo, so this first episode is going to be about the format, my thoughts on the format, and how stupid I am, because, I did make a video on this format when the format started, and I was assuming that there would be an emergency ban list because of the Trick Strikers dominating so much, because everyone was on that bandwagon, and I thought that for sure that this deck was going to keep dominating and we were going to see a ban list. That has completely changed now. I don't think the format is that bad now. I believe people were doing what I was doing, and what my mindset was going into this format was you need to somehow counteract that Trick Striker game ending procedure shenanigans that they were doing. Either come up with your own strategy of taking games or being able to counteract that, which the Gokis, which is what I want to talk about the most, the Goki deck. That deck now has done what the Trick Strikers are able to do, which is steal games, have a lock out for themselves, and being able to do it consistently, just like the Trick Strikers. We are seeing now that the Gokis are the next best deck besides the Trick Strikers. So I'm really happy, excited to see this Goki deck rise up. It makes it really pleasant to see that deck be able to compete with the Sky Strikers, Trick Stars, because it was kind of getting overwhelming with that deck dominating so much. I mean, it's still dominating to a degree now. I mean, it still is, but it's still, a breath of fresh air to know that Gokis can still take advance, beat this deck. And I think we're going to start seeing that from other decks coming up and trying to compete. I think the next deck that we're going to see is the Pendulum Magicians. The only Pendulum Magician problem there is that Goki matchup. They have to be able to somehow beat that deck consistently. I think once a Pendulum Magician player comes up with a brilliant idea with that deck on how to combat the Goki matchup, I think Pendulum Magicians is going to be the third deck to beat besides the Gokis and the Sky Striker Trick Stars. I'm really having hope for the pure Sky Strikers themselves, but at this point in time, I think the pure Sky Strikers is a good deck. It really is a good deck, but to be real here, I don't think it's going to be able to compete with the other three that I just mentioned. That deck just severely lacks the capabilities of dealing enough damage or being able to OTK. I'm sure once we get Needle Viper and Summer Sorcerer, that deck will completely change, and I think that deck will take a rise once those two cards come out. But until then, I think the deck is just good as getting tops, and that's about it. I don't see this deck actually winning a event at all because of what I just mentioned. It doesn't OTK, it doesn't deal enough damage, and it has no ways of stealing games just yet. I'm sure someone will come up with a brilliant idea to do so. But until then, like I said, I just really don't see it. I think the next deck will be the Pendulum Magicians that we see take a major event. Someone's going to come up with a brilliant idea, I'm sure. I'm glad to see that, though people are trying to combat the Trick Strikers and people are not jumping on that bandwagon. We were seeing that in the beginning of the format where people were just jumping on to the Sky Striker Trick Stars. Now we're seeing the representation going lower and lower on that deck, which is a good sign. It really is a good sign to see players not doing that. We are seeing True Dracos take a rise in the representation. They're just not really doing anything, but I think True Dracos is going to be that other deck that people are going to find a really neat tech card to stop the Goki matchup, the Trickstar Sky Striker matchup, and then they're going to make a rise too, I believe. It's just a matter of time, I think. But, I mean, to be blunt here, because I am a blunt person and I'm a realist, the Sky Striker Trickstar deck is still the best deck, though, in my opinion. It still has the most win percentages at the moment. I still think that deck is going to be the best deck in this format. It's still going to be the better deck in this format to play. But I'm just happy to see that other players are not jumping on that bandwagon, and that's all you're seeing in the tops are Sky Striker Trickstars. Yeah, that's it for this video here. I just wanted to, just talk about that format in general. It's probably not as exciting as the next episode is going to be. I promise you, the next episode is going to be a lot better. This one's just solo. I just wanted to do this one by myself just to give you guys a little understanding of what Real Talk's going to be about. So if you guys like this, you guys are going to be liking what's coming up, hit that like button. Also leave a comment below and tell me guys what you guys think. If you guys want to be on here, talk with other people besides me, I am going to have a couple of buddies of mine join me on these videos. And if you guys want to join, just hit me up on the comment section. I will email you, or you email me. I'll give you my email address, however you want to do it. But anyways, I will talk to you guys all later, and I will see you guys on my next video. Alright? Bye.